Tam Axlia versus the Ogre Caves. Here we go. Where are we? Oh, I should have rested before I came in here. Oh well. That's a lot of giants. Can I get one of them? Let's run this way. I noticed Tommy didn't charge in for once. It was probably not wise to just jump in straight to Dark Souls 3 without doing the other ones, and also it probably wasn't wise to just have a quick go at it rather than I don't know. I imagine that game takes some investment and time and practice. I think there's a Lord of the Rings game which is not dissimilar from that, but it's a lot easier. War in the North or something like that. I think it's not totally dissimilar from Dark Souls. It came out just before Shadows of Mordor. The sacrificial lamb of my poor halfling. Yeah, I remember to lay on hands this time. Oh, is it? I thought it was like I don't know, boss fights that you had to work out a specific strategy and maneuvers and things like that.
It was so strange.
I can't bear this much weight and keep up.
I never finished War in the North either. I finished Shadows of Mordor, but not the DLC, because I've completed all of Shadows of Mordor, and then the DLC came out later. And when I went back to Shadows of Mordor, I was like, how the hell do you play this game again? And couldn't remember any of the controls or anything. $400 gold to resurrect Tommy now. You're not really worth it anymore, halfling. Did they smash the chests by throwing rocks at them? Oh, really? Was it that short?
It's done.
Finished and refunded. I don't know how long Shadows of Mordor lasted. It was a while though. But then it's a lot of the content sort of repeated stuff, rather than these sandboxy games. A lot of it's you running around from place to place, rather than actually moving forward in the story. Whereas War in the North actually has new locations as you go, I think. They do that a lot in computer games now, sort of cheat out extra content without having to produce any extra by making you repeat stuff. I remember in TBC when WoW introduced daily quests, and I was like, no, I'm not doing daily quests. That's just an excuse to make us do the same thing over and over again. And yeah, then I ended up in Wrath going back and doing all the TBC daily quests to get the mounts. Because I have no conviction, clearly. I don't know if games have gone downhill. I think it's because the graphics are so good and it takes so much time and money to make things that it's difficult to make things as big as they used to be. Also because every game has to come out on console as well, and consoles suck. I mean, yeah, consoles suck. So Morrowind was really good, and then they made Oblivion more console-y, and then they made Skyrim even more console-y. This paralysis is a pain in the backside.
Make this fight count! It
Go
will
on.
be your last!
One half-life.
Now see what a true warrior looks like!
Yeah, PC Gamer Master Race. Well, you can't have Dark Souls. Is Dark Souls PC Gamer Master Race, or is that on consoles as well? It seems like a game that should be on consoles, because you do like side rolling and things like that all the time. It's like a single player Street Fighter. Although Dark Souls is sort of like a racing game, because
I can't bear this much weight and keep up.
oh, it's on console as well. Wait, I used to play Burnout, and my cousin did all the Burning Lap runs. But the Burning Laps, the cars are always in exactly the same position, so you basically had to do a 3-minute memorization of where all the cars were and your route where you needed to turn and dodge cars and things like that. So you need to do it over and over again, bang your head against a wall, because the first time you come around a corner and there's a car there, you will crash into it.
Okay, dokie.
Which is, I think, that's the impression that I get from Dark Souls from having watched it,
It's done.
played. Whereas I'd rather have a game that you can play through and get the story, and then when you play through it again, you find new and interesting ways of doing things, like Deus Ex Human Revolution, or Deus Ex, the original Deus Ex. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Here comes Halfling Death!
For honor!
I'm not sure if I'm just meant to wipe these out. I've got the impression from the chat earlier that their lair had been taken over by a dragon, and that they were being forced south because of that, which is why they're attacking the Eagle clans. But I don't know if I'm meant to help them or kill them, or, well, I mean I have to kill them because they're in the way. Yeah, I had that too. Murder them for the XP. But is it ethical? That's the question. Fully ethical ogre slaying. I'm far too stingy with my potions as well. I should just be chucking them back.
For
Ooh,
honor
ogres.
and glory!
They've got a weak area. They're minions. Yeah, but I'm a paladin of justice. I'm not a murder hobo.
Halfling Death! Here comes Halfling Death!
I've had a few D&D groups that were awful for that. They just, immediately start murdering people and tying them up and gutting them and things like that. Torturing them, and you're like, yeah, I don't think you'd do that in, what alignment's your character again? Yeah, they're inherently evil. But there's no reason to kill a bear.
Bleeding over here!
Except the bear doesn't follow the laws of man. Right, we need to get back and rest somewhere. What does Deus Vult mean? God Fooled. Oh, God wills it, probably.
I can't bear this much weight and keep up.
Deeper into caves. Oh, it's one of these multi-level caves, is it? Oh, did I get new spells when I leveled up? Nope. Rubbish. Oh, excuse me. Too much fizzy water. I just rested. You have to trigger and paralyze me. I feel triggered. Come on. I assume that this is like a thing for multiplayer, because in single player it's just irritating. Paralysis. Wait the amount of time that you have to wait for it. Let's save.
Make this fight count! It will be your last!
I don't think I've ever been paralyzed in combat either. It's only traps that do it and then make you stand there for 15 seconds while you wait for it to wear off. Don't roll slow on your saves. Every level you get spell slots or a new spell tier. I didn't. I've got these are full. I gained a level a minute ago. There's no fourth level and there's no extra spell thingies. I mean I'm a palinub, so
I can't bear this much
it might
weight
be that you
and
don't
keep
get
up.
them every single level. What level am I now? 16. 13. I'm getting too big for my boots there. Sounds like rocks collapsing. I don't like that sound. Is it reflex or will saves to avoid paralysis? Or it could be fortitude if it's poison, I suppose.
Okay, dokie.
This reflex to dodge the spell, will to resist the spell, or
It's done.
fortitude to sort of resist poisony things, normally, I think. Well, that's the other side of the bear's cave. Bear's cage. Is that the cave's clear then? In this level? Because that leads back to the entrance. Looks like it. It's such a pain to get to scroll through the what's happened. I'll just take your word for it. My will saves will be terrible because my wisdom is useless. But I should get my charisma bonus to my first save of every time I rest. I wonder if my mum, the woman arrived with the dog before my mum came. My mum left. Because she should really be here by now. If otherwise. Ooh, a shiny great axe. Into the bag of holding you go. Oh, it's down that way. Oh, I like it. New dungeon designs. They've not slacked on Act 3. They've got like rotating downward dungeon thingies. Oh, I'm on non-full life.
I can't bear this much weight and keep up.
Oh, buffs. Clear sign of not enough sleep. I can't remember what I'm doing. I got hosted by somebody for about 100 viewers yesterday, so I was up for a few hours after I playing Hearthstone. After I intended to be, and then I was super hyped up afterwards, so I didn't sleep very well. But it means I'll sleep tonight. Ooh, it's all Ettins here. Ettins with pokey sticks.
Here comes halfling death!
I really need to run today as well because I haven't run for like 4 or 5 days.
Okay, dokie.
And I meant to do it every 2 days.
Okay, dokie.
When I say open the chest, you open the chest, halfling, or you get. No, lawful good, lawful good. Remember tier.
Okay, dokie.
Never forget, it's all about the justice. For great justice, in fact. Launch every zig. Waiting for Tommy. That's what this game should be called, Waiting for Tommy.
Aye, it's done.
Okay. Next route. Oh, ouch. Chieftain. I can take him. I can take him with this much health. Can I? Let's heal myself up. Smite evil. Yeah, we're doing it. How's your reinstalling going, Midnight? Save. Get these chests open. Is this lowest level? Looks like it.
Aye, it's done.
So you can have a note on him, something explaining what the hell's going on. Oh, notes. This letter is penned in a crude, almost childlike hand, and there are numerous spelling errors in the text. Based on the poorly rendered seal at the bottom page, it would be safe to assume this was some sort of official correspondence from the Hill Giant Chieftain. You big tough master, me no want to be squished. Me try give high tribe out and eggs and stuff. We want lots gold. Them fire giants say you big good master. We want to be friend with you. Cloth the boss, and we be servants. Cloth be Clouth. Clouth? So Clouth is their new boss. Is it a dragon called Clouth? I think I just have dragons on the brain, along with dungeons.
It's done.
Oh, there we go. That's the income for the dog. I'll be back in a sec. That's me back. Ooh, plug myself back in. Let's get some loot. Presumably somebody wants that head.
Okay, dokie.
You just run all the way around to the front of the chest for no reason. I'm going to smash this chest because of you.
Make this
Just
fight
because you're
count.
so slow,
It will
I'm
be
smashing
your
this chest.
last.
Ooh, 63 damage. I deserve that. My lack of faith in your halfling abilities. Should I just smash all these chests instead of opening them? No, because it takes just as long for the remains to appear as it does for him to pick the damn lock. Okay.
I can't bear this much weight and keep up.
Let's heal back up again. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I ate all my bananas already. I'm not eating for another couple of hours as well. That's weird. I had like yogurt and rhubarb for breakfast, and then I had 2 bananas. I shouldn't be hungry again. Two more doors.
For honor and glory!
Hill giant. Another hill giant. Yeah, I was talking earlier about I want to do a new Well, it's not a new logo. I've planned it for ages. But I wanted to do a logo for the stream, but it's I don't know how to design one. Like, I don't want to just make it in paint and have it look shit.
Okay,
I
dokie.
should probably go on Fiverr or something and get say, you know, do a paint one, and then say, hey, can you make this look awesome in like
It's
light
done.
blue and dark blue on a dark blue background?
Okay, dokie.
Because my banner at the moment is rubbish. It's like a drip. It's the right colors for my the rest of my stream, but it's pretty crap. Whereas I'd much rather have like a symbol. Get that branding going. Save. Ooh, fire giants. I guess these are the ones that work for the dragon. It's definitely a dragon. 100% sure. Well, they did hint it was a dragon, so it's probably a dragon. I don't believe they've given me misleading hints so far.
Okay, dokie.
The fire giants look cooler than the hill giants.
It's done. Okay, dokie.
Right. Yeah, I designed a symbol when I was in high school, which I will use. Don't know why I designed a symbol when I was in high school, but I did. What does this say? This note is written in flawless script of a professional scribe. The bottom is marked with an official seal in the shape of a dragon's head. A wise chieftain knows there is a time for war and there's a time for allegiance. There's time for allegiance with and submission to a greater power. The time for petty warfare and tribal strife among the giants is over. King Scrog has already bowed to my greatness and has reaped the rewards for his people. Now I demand the same from you. As proof of your allegiance, I require tribute in the form of undamaged living eggs seized from the lairs of the dragons throughout these mountains. Should you agree to my terms, I will reward you with 1,000 pieces of gold for each dragon egg delivered to my lair. Should you refuse, I will destroy you and all of your tribe. You may give your answer to my envoy, who will convey your message back to me with the utmost urgency. Clouth the Terrible, Overlord of the Mountains and Ruler of the North. Sounds awesome. I wonder if that's where they got the idea for Deathwing. From that dragon. You know, collecting all the dragon eggs and experimenting on them.
Make this.
Well, it's the dragon that's doing it. Well, I don't know if Deathwing experimented on the other Dragonflight's eggs, or if it was just Nefarian. Again? You suck. Let's lay on hands myself. Get myself back up to full health. Or get myself up some health. Almost full health. Are you not attacking? I should get that in all my banners as well. Have that icon. Apparently, Nerd or Die banners are also a clear sign that you're a noob streamer.
Make this fight count! It will be your.
Not banners, what's it called? The things underneath the stream. Not knowing what the things underneath the stream are called is also
Now see
a clear sign of a noob
warrior
streamer.
looks.
Oh, excuse me. Those giants do not sound like they're having a good time.
For honor and glory!
I don't know if I'll need to go back and get Tommy, but...
I can't bear this much
Oh,
weight and keep
we should
up.
go back and get Tommy because I've got... even with my buffs, I've not got enough bag space for... enough weight, carry weight, sorry. Nuruk, do you have to be in the most inconvenient place? Come on, let's speak.
Hail to you!
I'd like to purchase some supplies. Identify that armor. Gnomish magnetic armor. +1. That's no good. Sell it. Padded armor +3. Sell it. Breastplate +2. Sell it. Half plate +1. Sell it. Rod of Terror. Ooh, sounds fun. Sell it. Light hammer, a necklace. Wait, is that's Scarab of Stone Amulet? Improved saving throws universal +3. Is that better than +3 charisma? I'm not sure. I've got battle axe in here, I believe. Identify Netherese axe. +1. Listen, lore, and spell resistance. Sell that. I'll just check there's nothing in these. Nope. Oh, there's a shield, but that's meant to be there. Get rid of that. Let's identify this armor. Looks like, yeah, it's Gnomish magnetic armor. Identify this armor. Scale mail +3. Dump it. Dump it. Boots of striding I'm already wearing. Get rid of those, and that, and that, and those, and that, and that, and those, and... no, not that. 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 All useless rubbish. Right, identify this belt. Swordsman's belt. Slash and resist. So that'll be the same. Oh no, that's a wait, that's different. What? Resistance bludgeoning. Normally when they look the same, they are the same. Let's dump off some rubbish, all these spells. Lesser Restoration is one of the most useful spells in D&D, or Restoration in general is one of the most useful spells in D&D, and I haven't used a single Restoration potion, I don't think. Examine, identify... What's her... -60%? That's not a bad magic bag. Sell... Sell... Teleport scroll. Oh, that's for doing that base later. Anything else in here? Oh, some... Oh, that's Body Nox gem. Sell that, and that, and that. Okay, let's go get Tommy back, and then rest. And then we're back in the fight.
It was so strange.
Yeah, because I want a Professional John logo, because then I can put it on, I don't know, put it on stuff. I just want it to look professional. Even though I'm totally unprofessional. Wahaha. But I'm learning. I was looking at somebody who's giving advice on how to boost, improve your stream and improve what you're presenting to your viewers and things like that. And they said it took them 2 years to make any progress on Twitch. So I'm not beating myself up for, not having everything perfect in my first month. Ouch. Ah, paralysis. Paralysis. I have to be entertaining for 15 seconds. I refuse. I'm going to sleep. It's done. That was an unconvincing sleep. Ooh. Hello, cook. Who's going to cook that person, I imagine? I love the fact a new viewer came in when I was pretending to sleep because of the paralysis. Yes, hello and welcome. Thank you for saving me from that butcher. He wanted to chop me up for stew. Who are you? I am an Uthgard of the Golden Eagle tribe. The giants captured me during a raid on our camp. We fought to defend the lands of our ancestors, but the giants were too many, and several of us were taken prisoner. Can you tell me anything about the hill giants? I've heard of my captors speaking of a fire giant envoy from Clouth, who has offered to pay a great reward for any dragon's eggs the hills giants might find. What would they want with dragon's eggs? Dragon's omelette. Delicious. This I do not know, but before I was captured, I heard rumors of bands of hill giants attacking the dragons in the mountains. They must have been gathering eggs for Clouth's fire giant envoy. Clouth, who is that? Among my people, we've heard of whispers of his evil name. It's said Clouth lives in a fortress in the spine of the world. They say even Scrog, the great fire giant king in the north, has sworn fealty to Clouth. What manner of person this Clouth may be is not known for my people, but it was Clouth who sent the fire giant envoy, with his gold in exchange for dragon's eggs. What? Not enough waifus 5 out of 10 campaign. What? What was that about if I'd done that? Just who are you exactly and why did you already did that? I have to go when I... Guess what? This isn't a rescue, I'm just here to kill you. No, I don't think so. I have to go now. Can you find your own way out of here? I'm an Uthgard daughter of the Eagle, proud warrior. I shall find my own way out of this place. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Oh, there's more. Oh, again? Now it's just taking the piss. Aerolith is a shitty last-minute waifu in Neverwinter Nights. You mean Aril? What? I don't know who Aerolith is.
I greet you.
Thank you for freeing me from this prison. I fear the giants were planning to use me for their stew. He's saying the same things. How did the hill giants catch you? I'm an Uthgard of the Golden Eagle tribe. The giants raided our camp and we thought... Yeah, that's the same thing the other person said. I think I have to go now. Can you find your own way out of here? I'm an Uthgard, son of the Eagle. Blah, blah, blah. I will follow the trail of bodies you've left back to the exit. Lovely. Seems like a good way of finding the path, though. I mean, it's like breadcrumbs. Oh, you mean Aribeth?
Okay. It's done.
Aribeth is a traitor to Neverwinter. Unacceptable.
Okay.
Nether scrolls.
It's done.
Oh yeah, I suppose she doesn't do much in Act 2. But I didn't go back and get her story. Apparently, as you level up, you're meant to get more and more of Aribeth's story, so you get the hints of why her why she's turning against the enemies. I wasn't convinced by the romance between Fenthic and Aribeth, really. It didn't really sell me on it. Where are we? Out here, um, back up to the Moonglade, the Moonwood. Not the Moonglade. That's World of Warcraft. I'll end the YouTube video there, and I'll start a new one once something interesting starts happening.